is, what I'm going to do is have the people who've been before just to say hi and introduce themselves. And then I've got a slideshow that I'll talk through. And if you haven't been and you have questions, you can be writing your questions in the chat, and then all of us can answer your questions as we go. So because there are people here, Kathy and Kim have been to every one. Many people have come back again and again. We have lots of repeat. Wendy's a repeat. Is that Jeannie Edmonds? iPhone Jeannie? Yeah, there she is. She's our chief operating officer. She's coming for the first time. Jan's coming back. Oh my gosh, Vanessa's joining, even though she has COVID.
Wow. Jeannie, what time do you think this meeting will end? Because I have to leave early, I think.
You can leave whenever you want. You'll not be.
And I don't want to miss anything. Are you going to send a recording to us after, maybe?
We're going to send a recording to it. I'm recording this all. Perfect. So Jan, just say hello, tell them just real quick, say your name and how many times you've been and what you loved about it.
Okay, so I'm Jan Klieger. I'm living in Delaware, but a transplant from New York City after many years. And I just had the best time. I didn't know anybody. I do speak Spanish, which was my attraction to Mexico. I love the beach. We boogie boarded. We rode horses. We released turtles into the ocean. The food was fabulous. And it was just a lovely place to be. I met great people, and I'm going back. So
you're going back.
Yeah.
And then Kathy, because you might get cut off, tell us you've been, how many times? You've been 4 times.
Like 17 times. No, actually, I've been to every trip, and then I've been down twice on my own, and I almost moved there, honestly. I went a little crazy. It was COVID, blame COVID. But anyway, so yes, my name is Catherine, Kathy, or Kitty. I have 3 names. How about 5?
A lot of people, we sometimes give nicknames to people on this trip, so.
I love it. So yes, I have been, I was there year 1, and I was there last year. So I've seen lots of different people, got to meet lots of different people. Hang on a sec. I know, I'm so illegal. It is just the most, I go down there, usually by the time we get there, we're a little burned out and a little worn out, and by the time I leave, I feel just so zenned out. It's just wonderful until I get back to Houston or Dallas airport. But anyway, at least, we feel zen for a little while.
Well, then we're going to end with Kim, who is my co-director. But Jerry, you want to say hello? You were first time last year. I don't think you knew anybody.
You're muted.
Oh, me? Oh, Jerry is.
No, Jerry.
Here, I'm asking her to unmute. She's going on. She's just talking. We can't hear you. Oh, well.
Okay, I'm going off camera because I'm getting gas.
Yeah,
getting gas.
Please do. Jerry, we can't hear you. I'm asking her to unmute. Anyway. Okay, Vanessa, I can't believe you're doing this and you're sick. Unmute, please.
I'm hoping it's a false positive because I don't feel as bad as I think. I got COVID, guys, yesterday.
Oh, she got.
Troncones, love it. Every time you leave there, you're just a new person. The people are the best part of it for me. Obviously, the boogie boarding is just right up my alley. Never mind the trips to the spa every day. I've met the most wonderful people there. Catherine and I share a room, and that is just crazy, crazy, crazy in itself. We take naked pictures of ourselves. We do all sorts of crazy things just because we're getting older, and next year we'll look worse, right? So
I re-pierced my nose.
I re-pierced your, okay.
I re-pierced my nose when I was there.
Oh, damn it. I know I don't recommend that, but the food is great. The people is what it's about for me. And just having a week of nowhere. Just leave that phone at home, I guess.
Yes.
Hey, everybody.
Jerry, quickly, yes, Jerry.
Can you hear me now?
Now we can hear you, yes.
Okay, wonderful. Well, so last year was my first time. I loved it. I didn't know a soul. And here I am back as fast as I can be. I I am like an award-winning, let's go for it, ladies. Please join us. Have a great time. And I love you all.
Oh, Jerry, that's so
I-
sweet. Okay, Wendy Levine.
Yeah, it's still this year
Oh,
was my
there's
first
Wendy.
year.
Oh yeah, this year was your first year.
This year was
too.
my first year, and I had a terrific time. It was just what I wanted it to be, and I did sign up for the next one already because I like the yoga. I'm hoping to do some writing next time, but yeah, the massage and facial stuff every day, that was definitely a big part of it. And also, I'm not a yes person, but if I'm with everybody else saying yes, then I'll do it. So that's what was so great about the women I was traveling with. They were all yes people.
I love that. I love that. Okay, we've got real quick with Amy, and then we're going to go to Kim, our co-host. Hi, Amy. Uh-oh.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Amy's been
Hi.
every time, and she's coming back. We're not seeing you though. There you are. Oh, wait, where are you, Amy? Uh-oh, did we lose her?
Am I
Okay.
here?
Oh, there you are. There you
There
are.
she is.
Can you hear me and see me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome, because I'm a multitasker like most of you people, so I'm doing 13 things at the same time.
Hey, Amy.
Hi, everyone. Yes,
Hey.
it's, we're speaking to 27 people who are curious about this beach weekend,
Week.
did you make a little introduction of what you want us to say?
Just tell your name and why you love it, and then I'm going to do a slideshow, and everybody can jump in and talk about different things, and then the people who are here to learn can write questions, and we'll answer them after the little slideshow.
Okay, terrific. So as Jeannie said, my name is Amy, and I have been there every single time. And I go there because I hate yoga, and it's a yoga retreat. And that always gets everyone giggling, because it's like, you go to a yoga retreat and you hate yoga. Yes, that's exactly why I'm going to this, because it pushes me in a way that I would never do that on my own. And Kim's motivating ways, how she can get us into that wonderful space is amazing. And the physical space is extraordinary. Troncones, the beach and the resort itself, present moment, is truly remarkable. And then there's all the external, stuff with the food, bike riding, and my number one thing is boogie boarding. I do that about 3 times a day, and Miss V is right there by my side when she's with me, always kicking it. So it's like no other week. From every aspect of it, you're completely able to be 100% present. And for somebody who has ADHD and super hyper, that's really saying something. So it is, it's a week like no other, hence why I go back year after year. Normally, I'm not that kind of person. I want new experiences, but it is something that does give you a new experience, even though you're in the same place and you're doing the same things. There's always something that you're tapping into about yourself, from the physical, from the writing, from relationships and friendships and learning. It's really like no other. So I highly recommend.
Good. Thank you, Amy. And I'm going to introduce Kim Seiler, who's been my co-director, co-host the whole time. And say hi, Kim.
Hi.
She's,
Thank you.
she's our yoga teacher. And this year, because we have had so much interest in the past, we are doing it in 2 different weeks. And Kim will be teaching yoga in the second week. In the first week, we have it's really sweet. And it just an example of what Kim has been able to inspire. And one of the women who's come regularly loved Kim's yoga so much, she was inspired to become a yoga teacher. And so she's doing her training. And so she's going to teach the first week. It's another Kim McDonald. And I also want to say that even though we stopped calling it a yoga retreat, even though it's a big central part, you don't have to do any yoga. There's so many other things to do. So I just want to make that clear. But Kim, can you tell people what there is an overarching, it is a yoga resort, but you try to bring you bring that yoga feeling into everything you do at the resort.
Thanks. Well, I try, and yeah, it's a beautiful place. I think that the main thing about it being a yoga retreat, they have the yoga platform and they offer yoga all day long. So if you felt like, I'll do yoga in the morning for everyone, and it's very gentle, and I do a lot of work with the meridians. So it's a lot of energy work. It's a lot of going deep inside. It doesn't have to be that you're, being totally physical. And I think that there's a certain amount of what yoga really is for women as we age. It can be more an internal practice. It can be more meditation. It can be more about chakra aligning or just the energy within us. And it's about finding where we are and meeting ourselves where we are, which I think is what present moment is all about. It's about finding yourself in that present moment, which is, we all need that. And we forget about that, I think, a lot of times when we get so busy in our lives. You just need to be quiet, take things down, go inside, listen to that intuitive self that, as I always say, dwells deep within your heart, and reconnect and rejuvenate, recalibrate yourself. And that's what the Jeannie's retreats are always all about. I think it's about pushing ourselves to a certain point, but acknowledging who we really are deep within, and then amplifying that. And so it's not really a yoga retreat. I think Jeannie has, from the beginning, we started calling it stretch your body, stretch your mind. And it's about also, I think, stretching your spirit. So my favorite things on this retreat, and I've been since the beginning, the most beautiful sunrises as you get up and you go down and walk the beach, and then the most beautiful sunsets right in the middle of the water. And everything is beautiful from the sunrise to the sunset. And it's like the food, the people, is sitting by the pool, the going out and boogie boarding. And I'm not really a boogie boarder, but Amy has gotten me into it. How Amy, it says I got her into the yoga, she's gotten me into the boogie boarding. And it's interesting to see how the people who've come back year after year have progressed and expanded and just beautify themselves as people and as humans. And it's really great. So many different things, like, not only boogie boarding, but you can surf if you want to, which I've taken the surf lesson, and it's beautiful. And Jerry's on the phone. I'm like, who am I hearing? And then there's really sweet little places down in the main part of the village, so you can explore and walk around. And it's such a reset on so many different levels. I mean, you can't go wrong with this trip, and you come back with 20 new friends.
That's always the best part for me.
I
love the new friends. So I'm just going to go quickly through these slides because I want to just talk about them, and anybody who's been on the trip can add something. And again, I'm going to say, if you haven't been on the trip and you have questions you want us to address, please put them in the chat, and then we can talk about them later. But I just think it's fun to be able to talk about, to see things that we're talking about. And I just have to share my screen and hope that I don't show you any of my bank accounts, which are really pathetic. But here we go.
Or naked pictures of you.
I was going to say, or naked pictures.
Oh, those, I don't care about those. I'm not worried about that. Just kidding. Okay.
The dipping at the end of this too.
Oh yeah, there's always some skinny. Okay, this is just, so this is the at present moment, and I just want to give you a sense of the property. Troncones is north of Zihuatanejo and Ixtapa, but it is so unlike those big towns that you've heard so much about. It's very small, contained, almost deserted. But this is the resort. We spend a lot of time in the pool. Look at the little palapa. Every room, I forget how many palapas there are, but there are some that are in a two rooms that are different. They're air conditioned, so they're in a different. They're in a building, but not palapa roof, but they have air conditioning, and they're wonderful too. But there's just places to sit everywhere, and we have the whole hotel, so that really helps. And you know, little nooks to do your reading, you see the hammocks out there. This is a quintessential photograph from Troncones, somebody just lounging. There's the hammocks, there's the ocean, so there's plenty of room for that. Here's outside of one of the palapas that you'll stay in. Everything has mosquito nets and is brightly colored, and it's open air unless you choose one of the air conditioned ones. And here's another view. I just love the way the light and the mosquito nets, and you know, just everything about the decor. Here we are, there's a big group in the pool. This is, you know, we've done 4 of these trips, so it's hard to keep count of. This is number 2, I believe. And oh yes, okay, this tells a lot, doesn't it? This is not a week of deprivation, unless you want to. There is a chance to go on a cleanse if you want, but not everyone chooses that. A small percentage. The food, people have mentioned the food. It's top rate. I mean, they do gorgeous. They're making guacamole, but everything's healthy and you know, just beautiful to look at. And breakfast and dinners are included, and so there's no fuss with that. And the drinks are extra, but look at those drinks. This is Kim with the yoga with a friend. Because this is the yoga platform, and it's so open air. Sometimes you get little dogs running, and you just watch people are walking along the beach. I wish I could do a soundtrack, and you'd hear the soundtrack of the ocean, of the waves during your yoga. It's extraordinary. The breeze, the smells, all gorgeous. Here's another dog who found his way and, you know, likes to do downward dog. There's more with Kim. You can see the ocean in the distance. Kim gives us all little loving at the end of the practice, which is beautiful. This is the outside of one of the treatment rooms. One body treatment's included in your price, and it's in your package. Many people take more than that because they're so well done and you know, reasonably priced. And so you're sitting there on the little room in the ocean. There's Kim doing her hot stone massage, right? Do you remember that picture, Kim?
Is that me?
Yep, it's you. It's you. And there's another picture of Kim. Kim talked about liking to take her walk in the morning. This is sunrise, and this, to me, this is always one of the most beautiful pictures. It just gives me chills because it just is that feeling of like opening up to everything on this trip. And again, it runs the gamut. It runs from very spiritual to very playful to very, you know, rowdy. I mean, just the whole gamut. It's what you want it to be. A lot of walking. Look how deserted the beach is. The beach stays pretty well deserted. It's not a crowded beach at all, even at the peak of the day, which makes it so unique. It's nice and wide. It's just a glorious beach. Oh, and you'll always see little dogs everywhere. That's one of my favorite pictures. Look at there's just dogs running around everywhere. It's just very relaxed beach. It's just an ideal of a beach, of a Mexican beach town. And we also get bikes for the whole, like 3 or 4 bikes for the whole week, so that you can go pedaling around. This is one of like a church in the little town. It's a dusty little town. It's nothing, you know, there's chickens running across the road and stuff like that. So, and then here's Amy doing the major boogie boarding, getting ready to go. This is, boogie boarding is a big part of for a lot of people. And the waves are just perfect for that. You don't even have to get way out. You know, you catch them even after they've broken. There's Vanessa on one. That's Kathy also. There's Vanessa and Amy, one of my favorite pictures of the whole, you know, all the time we've been there. Just joy. And Kim was talking about surfing lessons. That's Kim and another friend, Jean, doing surfing lessons. Here's some other surfer chicks. I mean, I guess it's Kim also.
It's-
That's you again. And there's
Yeah.
there's things to do off that the resort provides. There's kayaking up in a lagoon. There's hiking in the mountains where you can go into a cave. So this is part of the, the kayaking. And one of the most beloved things that we do is the turtle release, and it's down the beach, and it's just it's not a real finely tuned. I think some 12-year-olds run it now, but they do a good job. And it's you can see we get the little babies, and then we at sunset we release them, and we're all like so excited. Our little turtles, trying to get our turtles to the beach. There's one, get into the water. It's if you're a mother, it's kind of a metaphor for motherhood, is you're trying to get your little baby to the ocean and stuff. It can be emotional. You have to let go, just like you do as a mom. Okay, horseback riding, just phenomenal on the beach at sunset. If you like to gallop, it's kind of orgasmic to gallop on the beach at sunset. I'm just saying, I was just saying. And there I am doing some tricks. Oh wait, no, that's not me. There's me. Here's a group. So it's and that's Amy. That's Amy. She's our dance queen. This is Amy, the dance queen.
Yes,
So,
we did. Can you hear me? We forgot to tell them that there will be a dance party at least one night, maybe two.
Yep, I know. There's a dance party. Here's part of we take over the yoga platform at night. Yoga platform by day. Just go disco floor by night. So get ready to that's what I'm saying. It can be very spiritual, but it also can be really high energy and fun. And this is Miss Kim, and I love this shot too. There's a swing like next door, and that also epitomizes a lot that I feel about being there, just the freedom. And actually what I like to tell people is it's almost like it's the closest I've gotten to that feeling of being a kid again, where you're all you're thinking about, how can I have more fun today? What's the fun today? What's just the freedom of having a week without any parameters. I mean, we actually the first time we offered this, in 2018, I was worried people would think, well, how am I going to spend the whole week? And we did things like we did a writing class and a photography class and all these classes, but it became too much. There's too much to do almost, because the resort has the yoga, they have community classes in the day, a cacao ceremony. Kim does some acupressure. There's just so many things that can fill your day or not. And again, it's like there's so many activities to do or not. You don't have to do anything. And one of our friends who's coming back for her 4th visit, she said the first year all she did, she came with a big thing of books, and she just stayed in the hammock and read books the whole time. Then the second year she was like, okay, I'll venture out a little bit more and do a little more. So it's just completely up to you. There's no pressure. There's no pressure to do anything that you don't want to do. And my trips, what I like to do on these trips, because I'm not a group travel person in general, I'm just not, that's not my idea. That's not how I would necessarily spend my vacation, which is weird because I'm doing group travel. But what that means is that I understand if you're not, we don't have to be lockstep. This is not a lockstep. This is not scheduled time where people feel overwhelmed. This is like, just please relax and be what you want to be and do what you want to do. And you will find your playtime, your fun time, and your playmates. We've got lots of playmates here. So so I want to know from the people who are coming, what kind of let's see, is transportation.
Diane wants to know transportation. Yeah.
Yes, that is all taken care of, no matter when you arrive, no matter what. If it's, if your plane's delayed and it gets in at midnight, somebody will be there to meet you. You are your flight is locked in, is to be
Okay.
met. So, that's covered, and it's about a 35-40 minute drive from the airport in Zihuatanejo. You fly into ZIH is the code, airport code. So let's see who, Diane, do you, let's see. Oh, we just got Colleen here. Colleen's she's coming for the first time with her sister. But let's see, Michelle Gorman, are you there? Or you or maybe Renee? Maybe I'll ask Renee. How'd you hear about this, and what are your questions or any hesitations?
I just saw Next Tribe on Facebook, and so was curious. I'm looking for a way to celebrate my 60th birthday, which will be in March.
Ooh.
And another reason is for my 60th birthday, I'm getting divorced. So anyway,
Congratulations.
Yeah,
congrats.
gosh. Yeah, that's
Anyway.
about what I did. So good for you.
So looking for a way to get away and celebrate at the same time and just be in a place to relax and enjoy some warm weather. I live in Colorado and it's really cold right here right now. So looking for some beach time and just a place to relax and get away for a bit.
Good. Well, we would welcome you. There's many people who've been through the same thing that you're going through. Me very recently after 29 years. So yeah, but you'll find lots of support and lots of solidarity and lots of fun, lots of distractions if this is weighing on your mind. There's any questions, anything that you're thinking right now?
Can you tell me the dates again, for the
so
2 weeks?
there's February 11th through the 18th. And
Okay.
February 18th to the 25th. We have
Gotcha.
3 rooms left for each trip. So, so, people, this is the time, once it gets cold, that's when people really start looking at this trip. So, so we have 3 rooms, and you can either get a single room or a double room. If you want a double room and you're not sure, you don't have anybody to room with, we can match you up. It's we've matched people up before, like Wendy, we matched you up, didn't we, with somebody, and it worked out well, right, with Bridget?
Yeah, and I had a long timer, Bridget,
Yeah.
and she was a great roommate.
Yes. So it really does work. I don't think we've had real issues with that. So
Is there a single supplement?
yes, there is. And don't ask me right this minute. But it's on the website. I can look while we talk. Marie, can you unmute, or wait, hold on.
Am I muted?
Yep, you're good.
Yeah.
Where are you?
I'm in Austin, Texas. We've met here at the Out Loud events. I'm Marcena's friend.
Oh,
and
yes.
then I'm also in Manhattan. So I've come up there to the Sunday Salon and seen you there.
So sorry.
We met her at Ellen's. You were at Ellen's house.
Yes.
When Barbara spoke.
Oh, that's
So
right. That's right.
She had the great handbag.
And yes. And have you already signed up? I can't remember.
So I have not. This will be my first time doing it with y'all, and this would be my first time taking a trip like this with a bunch of women. Well, yeah, pretty much. So I'm very interested. I think I am going to sign up. You said you only have a few spaces left?
Yes. So on each trip, there's 3 rooms left. So it might, if it's 2 people coming together, that means there's 6 slots in each. But if it's somebody getting a single, then there's only 3. So just FYI. But so I do hope if you're really serious that you're, if you think you're serious, I would say sooner rather than later would be good. Kelly, it's Kelly there if you're listening, because I don't know if you've signed up. Hello. Maybe she's.
I'm here. Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm here.
where are you from? And
It's me, Kelly Topfer.
see? Tell me to say that. I was like, which Kelly is this?
It's me.
Kelly, I hope you're going to come.
I am. I'm signing up right now for the first week.
Okay.
And I'm open. I didn't see it on the form because I'm open to doing a double. I'm not traveling with anyone. So I don't know, should I sign up as a single or should I sign up as a double? I don't know.
Well, you can sign up whatever way you want. And then if you're open to either one, if we end up needing someone,
Okay.
then we can, needing someone, then we can ask you, oh, do you mind if somebody rooms with you?
Okay.
But I'm sorry, I didn't, because it's just your name. And usually I reckon it says something else.
Well, now you know. Well, now you can recognize my voice because you hear it a lot. So
I know, now I reckon, of course I do. Of course I do. God, how embarrassing. Okay, and Terry Doss, I think you've already signed up, Terry, right?
I did, and I'm looking forward to it. So sign me up with somebody fun. I'm looking for a roommate.
Okay, you are going on the first week. You changed from the second week to the first week. I do remember that.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Well, we'll find you a good roommate. Any questions that you have right now?
No, I think I'm set. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
Ready to have some fun.
Okay. Well, then that's good. And there's Colleen Martell. Hey, Colleen, you and Michelle are coming. I'm so excited.
Yeah, the sister act.
The sister act. We often have sisters on trips. So
Well, that's
good.
great. No,
Yes.
as you know, we've been wanting to come for quite a few years, so I'm happy that everything is coalescing. And I just wanted to tell Renee that I have a birthday in March also, and I also will be celebrating a divorce, so we can celebrate together.
Oh my gosh, that's great. And you're going on the second week, right,
Yes,
Colleen? Yeah,
second
okay.
week. Yeah.
So Renee, if you want to, maybe you would need to be with Colleen on the second week. I don't know. But you can be with me. I'm going to be there the whole time. Ha ha. I'm just moving there for the month of February.
So have you already described like what happens?
Yes, but
Okay.
we went through the slideshow, and
I missed that. Okay, so.
But anyway, but I just real fast described all the things, and even the what the place looks like, the rooms, the food is exquisite, and you get a body treatment in the package, but a lot of people sign up for more than one. There's all kinds of things to do. There's from surfing lessons, we do a turtle release thing, we do horseback riding every day, somebody's boogie boarding and enjoying the water because it's great surf. It's a very deserted beach, so it's like this ideal beach town that you just kind of dream about. You think that doesn't exist anymore. And I get bikes. I rent bikes for everyone. I mean, not everyone. So I rent bikes for the group. I might have like 4 bikes, and you can go into the little town. It's like a dirt road, the little town, dusty, little chickens running around. So it's just so charming, and such a nice feeling to be completely away from the tourism too. Zihuatanejo and Ixtapa are close by, and they are the big tourist attraction, but we do not act like them. We act like small town. We're a small town.
What is the weather like there? Just so we can prepare.
Perfection. It's like
Is it hot or is
no,
it
it's not really ever hot. I mean, it's probably low to mid 80s. What are you, the people who've been, what are you?
It's very, very pleasant. I mean, I think the only time I've ever really felt hot is when I've been on the bicycle and you're out more, you're away from the breeze of the beach, and you're like exercising in the sun basically.
Yeah.
But even that feels great, and that's midday. So
all the rooms have a fan. We didn't have air conditioning for most of the huts, and I never was hot. And it was just unbelievable to be living with the windows all open and the air coming through, and you hang your bathing suit up, and it's just like you're on an island someplace. And my second time, I've had my own hut. I
Oh,
feel like
nice.
it's gonna be a regular thing. And to go and move in and put your things, and it's something very special. It's unique, and I've traveled a lot, and this to me is the most restful and contentment that I can find in a week.
Oh, that's what a good recommendation is that.
And I went knowing no one, and yeah, so. think
And
you're all welcome.
I see we have Michelle Gorman back, because I was trying to talk to you before, but you had gone off, I think. So can you tell me where you're at, where you're from? Wait, hold on. I need you to unmute.
I got you.
There you go.
I thought you had muted me
Well,
all
I
this
tried.
time. So yeah, the trip sounds beautiful. Of course, your advertising is gorgeous too. And these testimonials have been amazing. So I do have a couple questions.
Sure.
How many times can you ride a day? And how many rides are included in their package price?
The horseback riding?
Yes, ma'am.
It's not included, but it's like, I think it's like $20 for an hour or something like that.
Okay.
I do organize one trip at sunset, one time for the week. But if you're a rider, you can talk directly with the guy and make it. I mean, I can help you make arrangements.
Can you walk to the riding stable from the hotel?
They usually bring the horses to you. But you could, I mean, I don't, there's different riding stables. There's one that I use that I like best. But they'll bring the horses to you.
Can you do any riding in the backcountry, like around town and stuff? Can you cross country ride?
I'm sure you can. I have not done it, but I don't see why not. It is, being Mexico. Have you been to Mexico before? Yeah.
So, well, yeah.
But the thing is, it's not policed, and it's not.
Correct.
So
okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And where are you from?
Oh, right now we're in Naples, Florida.
Oh, good. Okay,
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Well,
So I'm just looking at the expense, and I'm having kind of setting a goal and looking at something to look forward to, like, hopefully. So is anyone else a rider? Because I won't ride alone.
Let's see. Anybody else here?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe people who aren't here. I'm trying. Well, Flora's not. We've had.
I just have a riding buddy, just like in scuba, you have to have a scuba buddy. So that's the only way I can go, is if I have a riding buddy, another person that wants to go riding every day. Because otherwise it's too dangerous to ride alone in a foreign
Well, you wouldn't be riding alone. You would always be with a guide. If that
I understand, ma'am. I understand.
Okay.
But so that's really truly what I'm looking for. So if you find someone else that is an avid rider, wants to ride pretty much every day, maybe take a day off in the middle of the week, I'm totally in, because that's like a dream come true. Surfing and riding, the yoga, well, I'm a little impatient, but I should probably learn to do it, with grace.
You and Amy can work on that. Amy.
Yeah, it sounds like a great group of ladies. And I found, so I don't know how I found you guys. I think I was Googling, like, what do you do with your aging mother when you're over 50 and lose your mind? And you guys came up in the search engine, which was so funny. I'm like, what is this? Anyone that comes up with that Google search has got to be looked into.
Oh, good.
So anyhow, I hope to be on a trip with y'all down to Troncones, riding horses, surfing, boogie boarding. I love body surfing. Can't stand yoga, but I'll try. Maybe.
You don't have to do any of it.
You don't have to do the yoga.
I don't drink, and I am a nicotine addict that isn't smoking at the present. So, that's me. That's who I am. But I do not drink. And so
that's okay.
Going out.
That's okay too.
Yeah.
I don't drink.
Yeah, good. I'm glad to hear one other person does not, because then I have a sober buddy. Not only do I have someone to ride with, I have a sober buddy, so I can stay safe. All right, ladies, it was a pleasure meeting you all. I hope to be on your trip someday. If not, okay.
Very good. Very good.
Take
Thanks
care.
so much. Thanks so much. Okay,
Bye.
so I know Jan had to get off. She asked about when time your plane should arrive. Generally, most all the planes arrive from the US around the same time. They're always usually early afternoon to late afternoon. If you, United and American are two great ones that fly there. Also Aeromexico. If you fly Aeromexico, you might get in at a different, that might come in a little later than some of the others, but not to worry. Any other questions from anyone?
Can you send the slideshow since I missed that?
Yes, I will. I'm
Okay.
actually going to send a link to this. I recorded this.
Oh,
The
good.
slideshow will be on it, and then it'll be, you'll be talking over it. So, which I hope is good. If not, you can mute me.
Does a passport suffice, or do you need, what is necessary now as far as, you need a tourist card?
Nope, just your passport.
The passport.
And
Okay.
I was just in Mexico. You don't need a lot of, you don't need
Vaccinations, except, yeah.
Well, I would like to know, I want people to be vaccinated but it's not for the country does not require it, but I would
Sure.
hope that everyone's vaccinated or expect to see some certification so that we can keep everyone safe. So, but good. So as I said, there's, I hope to see you guys, and I want to thank everyone, all the old timers and the new timers, and let me know if you have any questions, anyone.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
Looking forward to
everyone.
seeing all of you. Vanessa, feel better.
Yes, Vanessa, feel better. I sure hope, I didn't have COVID, so I hope I didn't give it to you, but I feel guilty. Oh, she's still muted. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Take care.
Thank you, Jeannie.
Talk to you
Thank
soon.
you all for
Bye,
coming.
Kitty. Bye,
Thanks.
Amy.
Bye.
Bye, Callie.
Bye.